Question.
Mm.
I think we talked about this. Did you see the TV show that came out? It might have been earlier this year. It might have been post-COVID. It might have been the end of last year or earlier this year.
Okay.
Black as Fuck.
Yeah, that's my shit.
One of the best shows out there. Can't wait till season 2 comes. Some people wasn't feeling it when it dropped.
Is the season 2 coming?
It better come. We're going to have to talk. We're going to have to call
It's been
them.
a minute.
So for those that aren't familiar with Black as Fuck, what's it called? Black AF. It might be on TV as Black AF. I think that's the acronyms that they go with. This is the director or the writer for the TV show Blackish.
Yep.
So he has his own show. And it's kind of like what the writer or the director, creator of Seinfeld did. Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is another one of my shows. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Which they basically, writer created the show, and now he
did his own thing.
did his own thing with his life, which is almost like his real life
Yep.
as who he is. Yo, when I say the same way I love the TV show Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Remember the
I feel this show
conversation
the
we
same
had?
way.
Remember the conversation we had about Juneteenth?
yeah.
That show,
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
Yep.
we did.
Black as Fuck is, or Black AF, right? Is the show one of the reasons why I was saying like, yo, Juneteenth is being more promoted now. So you have something where somebody's talking about something. So you're saying, remember, because your opinion was like, yo, I've been knew about Juneteenth, and we used to celebrate it back in the day and whatever. But a lot of young people don't know.
I agree.
They don't.
So
and shows like that help promote it.
then
It gets on Twitter, and then everybody's talking about it. Prior to the 4th of July or anything coming up, and that's all you see on Twitter. Like, I don't celebrate 4th of July. We celebrate Juneteenth.
So let me say this. So
Yeah.
I agree with you there. And the point I was getting at is that I don't see more of it actually happening now from
In terms of people actually celebrating it.
Yeah, for
Copy.
it actually taking effect. But
Well-
I do agree that the message is being put out there more on these different platforms. So I do agree going forward, we might see more of it.
I think people only know how to celebrate that time of the year one way.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
Yeah,
and
so I think,
barbecues
and that's
stuff
the
like
point I'm
that.
saying.
So,
I haven't seen it really evolve into we heard about it, now we actually doing it. And I think possibly
making
to
a
your point,
for the gatherings that you're having,
to
you're
make sure that's
actually
the
talking
title.
about Juneteenth. Yep.
and to your point, I think part of the problem is that show came out, they pushed it, but they couldn't capitalize on it because COVID hit the very next year. So I think you got a good point there. I think we might have seen more of that.
Maybe, but that's my show.
This year.
I think it touches on
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of different topics. And even it caused a lot of controversy where people was like, yo, they're not really feeling it. They didn't like how the wife and the kids were light skinned.
Hold
and
on.
it's like, or the wife herself has always played a white woman in all the movies she's ever been in.
Oh, all her
But
movies she was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's been in a lot of
She's been in a lot of movies. I didn't realize
she
she always played the white
She
woman.
always passed as white.
This is what I loved about the show,
But then
which
she
was
comes on here, she plays black.
this is what, and I love how she do it. She's killing it. This is what I loved about the
Oh,
show.
she's half white, half black.
Yeah. So, but
So,
listen,
I mean,
but you know, some of them play it like you be like,
Yeah.
She play it like they come across as organic and as real as possible.
Yeah.
But this is what I really love about the show, because the show pushes it pushes the envelope.
Yeah.
And one of the topics that they had on there that I think some people didn't like was, and for you guys that seen the show, definitely put in the comments, when they had the episode where the parents went to the concert and the daughter was at the concert, the parents was high, the daughter was high, you know what I mean, was using drugs, and they did something that was, in today's time, somewhat reality, but taboo. People don't want to talk about it or admit to it. Parents be using drugs, smoking a little weed or whatever they might be doing, and the kids be doing it, and sometimes the parents know what the kids are doing.
Smoke, drink.
And sometimes they know the kids smoke, drink,
Yeah.
but to put it out there on TV, sometimes people look at it as like, you shouldn't, but it's the real.
I think
My take on it, if it's real, it's real. Let's talk about it. You got a problem with it? Let's talk
we're
about
in
it.
a climate that's more able to handle something like that on TV. Like we talked about before, about how TV was back in the day and the different type of writers, and you felt like there was more creativity, that conversation, right? But a lot of those shows were vanilla. they fit a certain mold. There's things that would never be done, things that are happening in regular shows today that would never be done in those shows back in the day.
So
I
I
mean,
agree
that's
with
just
that.
a sign of the times. It's not.
I agree
It
with
has
that.
nothing to do with the creativity piece. It just is. It's a sign of the times. So Blackish is something that it's out. It's also on Netflix, right? Because you don't have to deal with
all that political
all
nonsense,
that network TV
NBC
nonsense.
and all that. Yeah, it was. You know what I'm
We
saying?
could just put this out here and
'Cause you got to select it because it becomes you selected to watch this versus it was already running on the TV and your kids happen to see it. You clicked on it, and I
I
think
watched it with my kids.
yeah, me too. So even though my kids are older, but
Yeah.
I think part of that change and that evolving of television is that British and English type of uncensored stuff that they do over there in their television. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but I think.
But I'm just saying those shows been going like that for years, and a
Yeah,
lot of
on
those shows we
television.
started seeing, and they started seeing a lot of the U.S. people gravitating towards that type of uncensored raw,
I think we.
and it was real. We do fake shit.
I think we.
Just being honest.
I think we are. I think like just as a people, we can watch a television show and be like, oh, that's great, but that's not how my household looks, right? So yeah, the stuff that might seem wild, it seems wild for TV,
But it's
but
real.
it's not. It's real.
It's
You know
like,
what I mean? Like it's
that's
not,
what really happens.
like, all right, let me ask you a question, right? Raising your kids. Did you tell them
Beatings.
Did you tell them
Oh,
they
I'm
couldn't
sorry, I thought
cuss?
you were talking about beatings.
Did you tell them they couldn't cuss?
Hell yeah, they know they better not cuss around me.
Wait. Did you tell them they couldn't cuss, or did you tell them they got to be respectful?
I told them they better not curse around me.
And that's my point. but you know, but
that's the-
but you know why you said that?
Because I know they might get out there and they might need to use
ain't
those
no-
words
it
to
ain't-
express
it ain't-
themselves, and
it
I'm
ain't-
not stopping them
there's
if
no
they
might.
need to use those words to
There's
express
There's
themselves
no might.
on another
There's
platform.
There's no might.
They gotta be able to use
To
it.
tell a kid not to cuss is ridiculous,
Yeah,
right? It's ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
I
I
always
agree.
told my kids, be respectful.
yes,
Don't cuss around me. Don't cuss around your mother. Don't cuss
Yeah.
around older people. Have respect for the situation. There's a time and
Yeah.
place for everything. That's one. Two, if you can't express yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
That like cussing in your vocabulary should be a last resort.
yes,
Dad, you cuss all the time. Yeah, I get excited, right? But I also know that I can verbalize what I need to say without using a curse word.
yes.
So before you start thinking you could just run off at the mouth at cussing and stuff like that, build your vocabulary. My point being is, it's not just like, I'm not afraid to sit down and watch things or have conversations with my kids that other people deem they're not ready
yeah.
for, or they're not old enough for, and TV is not going to raise my kids. So
Love it,
at the
love
end of the day, when you say, "Oh,
Hold on,
they
one
shouldn't
second.
be watching that,"
Listen to that. Say it again. Say it
TV's
again.
not going to raise my kids.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
That's extremely important. I just want to make sure that's emphasized, only because people, to your point, I think this is where you're going with it. I think this is what you're getting at, is that people will stay away from certain things or conversations with their kids and don't want to bring it up or have it, and they're going to see it on TV.
yeah,
They're going to hear it out in the streets.
yeah.
So have those conversations with them, expose them to
and-
it, so
and
you can control how they consume
me
the
wrong.
content or get the
Don't get me
information.
wrong. I'm not saying that the kids don't. When I say TV is not going to raise my kids, it also means that what they see on TV also isn't going to shape, right? So it's not like there might be something on TV that no, you can't watch that. Like that's not in my house,
Yeah.
right? And then but it ain't just a no. It's this is why.
Yes.
Right? This is
another
why.
Jew, another
This
Jew.
is why, right?
Before you go any further,
Yeah.
focus on this Jew, you guys. You just don't say no. You got to give them a reason why.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Whatever information you give, especially to the youth, give them a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? It helps.
in the long run.
Yeah,
It helps
'Cause
in the long run.
But it goes back to another point you said before when you were actually saying, I think you were doing it with Steve, when they run these little deals with you or bets.
Yeah.
Hey, because it keeps them sharp. Because I think in your example before, you was like, I told him this, and he came back and
the
said, I
worst
won.
thing-
You said, hey,
the wo-
you said $5. I gave you a hand $5. You ain't say $5.
Right.
So it
The
teaches
worst
them
thing
to.
you could do to me as a kid was if I asked a question to tell me because I said so.
Yeah.
Because if I'm asking why, I'm not like you might think.
Even though at times I go there.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I get
Yeah.
it. But it's like if I'm saying if I'm a child and you're telling me to go to bed and I'm like, why? Because I said so. Your ass in bed,
Yeah.
right?
But if it's something of some substance.
If it's something like you know, I don't understand why I have to go to school today. I don't want to go to school today. I don't want to go. You got to go because I'm telling you got to go. I don't want to go. Like when I say I don't want to go as a child, I'm really mean like I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So there must be a reason why I don't want to go. So somebody should be delving in as to why I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So that they can tell me why I need to go or why I should go. You understand? I'm just giving that as an example, but that's my point. Like, worst thing you can do, because now I'm like, telling me why gives me a purpose, right? The purpose isn't just because you said so. And what are you teaching me to be? A follower?
Yeah. There we go.
Right? Go ahead.
So